What's going on, everyone? Today is April 12th, 2026. Chris from the Dating Doc here. If you're looking for news, commentary, and advice when it comes to dating that's not toxic, it's not just for men or just for women, or just trying to get some views off of rage bait, hey, come check out Chris here at the Dating Doc. Click like and subscribe. The more you do that, the more it motivates me to send these videos that hopefully inspire, teach you, or improve your dating and connection life. So I'm going to talk about when people say I'm just being a realist, right? And normally what ends up happening is that kind of mindset of, well, I'll just be real about it. I don't know what to expect. And most of the time when you hear that, right, when you said, I'm just being a realist, most of the time that leans towards pessimism, right? It leads towards this mindset of, well, I'm going to focus on the worst scenario, the worst thing that could happen, instead of the best case scenario, right? And people do this as a way to, as a survival instinct. They also do it for confirmation bias. They want to be able to tell themselves, hey, look, you know what? I was right. The worst thing did happen, or something good did not happen, right? That's called confirmation bias, where you are more focused on the worst scenario ever to somewhat make yourself feel better that you were right. Now, here's the thing. Now, if you are in charge of your own company, or if you have your own family, you never should be in the mindset of, you know what, I just hope my company, just survives. Or, you know what, the worst case scenario is my kid maybe ends up in prison. Well, he did, so therefore I'm right. You don't, right? You go towards realistic positivity, realistic optimism, right? So you know where I'm getting at with this when it comes to dating. So instead of this mindset of, you know what, he's probably not going to be as tall as he is, he's probably going to lie to me about something, right? Or fear, man, oh, she's probably going to catfish me about something, or she's going to end up breaking my heart. There is the realistic positive approach, right? And it's all about mindset perspective. It's all about shifting that mindset, right? So as we use that example of kid and company, we can tell ourselves, hey, I'm realistically hopeful and positive that my kid's going to end up in college and make themselves a useful member of society, right? Because going to college don't mean anything. It's what you do afterwards, right? That is very realistic. When you go and check the mailbox today, you don't think, the worst that can happen is that a African lion is going to drag me by the ankles while I'm trying to check what bills are in my mailbox. No, right? Realistically, you don't even think about it. Realistically, you're going to go to that mailbox and all will be fine. But you don't think about that, but you do think about the realistically pessimistic side of it, right? A lot of us are comfortable being negative. There's a lot of cynicism out in the world. I got to say that again, cynicism, right? There's a lot of, how can I find a way to complain about this instead of, was there gratitude? Was there something that happened great at this restaurant or this date or this interaction? And it leads to people half-assing this process of dating, and you miss out on it, right? Because you're still stuck on survival. You're still stuck on, I know it's going to end up being bad. And that energy is palpable. That's the thing you got to realize, is that energy is very, very, very palpable. Okay. Have you ever gone on a date and you could tell either the other person or yourself, you just had this very pessimistic, heavy energy about you or about the other person? How does that feel? It feels like, you know what, whatever. Let's just get through this date and see what happens. Instead of, let me be joyful that I made it to this restaurant or bar on time. I'm safe. I got this new person I'm meeting. We get to have some cool conversations. I get to share a story or two with him or her, and then we'll just see what happens. And you know what? I'm hopeful. I was authentic, and I was actually joyful and positive. How does that radiate? How does that make you feel? Just knowing that you go into a date, and let's say you're a fella, right? And you go to a date and the lady is like all smiles and she's just cracking up with you. You're joking, laughing, having a good time, right? And here's the thing, even if you're not fully aligned or compatible, she ends up becoming a friend that becomes your matchmaker later on. Or says, you know what? Let's go with a dating doc event together. Yeah, I had to plug the business in on the event side. Imagine how that feels, right? Or ladies, you go on a date and the gentleman is also very positive, right? He's not thinking, oh, she's just here for a free dinner, this and this and this. Might be true, but guess what? Maybe the woman does actually want to meet someone and means well. And then come find out, because there was this joyful approach, you're like, you know what? I'm just going to be me. I want this woman to know that I got some emotional discipline, emotional intelligence. I can make her laugh, and I'm not thinking she's every other woman. I'm already here. Might as well make it positive, right? The issue is that a lot of people are like, I'm here. Let me just try to survive. Or I'm here because people said I need a date, right? So this is a mindset shift. Instead of thinking, well, my friend dragged me out here. No, take full accountability and say, you know what? Honestly, we're not a match, but I had a good time, and I'm going to be realistically hopeful about dating. Because this is how asinine things are. You have people, they're dating and they're complaining about it. That's like saying that you're hungry and you decide you purposely want to taste bad food, knowing there's good food out there, and you just have to either make that food or you go to the right places. It's the mindset. It's the mindset. I've been more successful with dating, whether it was long-term or whether it was something casual that, shouldn't have gone that way that fast, right? Because I've been positive about the experience. And I'm being myself. I'm like, you know what? Why am I going to show up here with my stress, with my energy, when realistically there's a positive outcome? Okay, I could end up making out with her. I could end up in a long-term relationship. But do you think that's going to happen if it's just these two miserable people? Yeah, maybe they're a match. I don't know how long they'll stay together. So what I'm getting at is, it is very realistic. Get rid of this, I'm just being real, or I'm just going to, realistically, and then think it's always negative. That line will not drag you by your ankles and eat you when you go check the mailbox. Okay, not every single person is negative when it comes to dating, which you see online, right? You see a lot of this, let's complain about men, let's complain about women. There's a lot of positive people that are hiding out because they say, hey, I don't want to be around negative people. It is too easy. It takes less mental, spiritual, emotional muscles to be negative. It does take more energy to be positive. Which one gives you the better outcome? This is what's crazy about it. The logic is there. Which one is going to give you a more positive outcome? And it's real. It can be very, very, very real. It's not one of those, oh, it's weak or it's fake. You can be authentically positive. You want to take pride in being authentically negative? What does that do for you at the end? Other than increase your cortisol levels and keeps you in some sort of state of anxiety and depression. What does that do to you? Positivity can be real. And here's the thing, you don't even have to date. You can protect your boundaries. You can say, you know what? I want to continue to connect with people. I just don't want to date right now because maybe the landscape or whatnot. But guess what? I realistically still want to be positive. Be a useful member of society. Don't matter your resume, don't matter how much money you make. Be a useful member of society by being positive. There's nothing wrong with that. I see too many people, I'm here in Texas and San Antonio, right? And we got H-E-B, that's our grocery store. It's almost like a hobby for me, right? I'm at unk mode. I'm a little older cat, right? So I like grocery shopping. You go in there, there's some cuties, right? But I go out of my way to say hi to JJ, the woman that sells tamale. Shout out to the H-E-B off Babcock. I go to Lee, who's this gentleman that makes sushi, doesn't speak a lick of English, not too well, and I still go out of my way to say hi to him. Okay, yeah, it makes me feel good. I got it. But there's nothing bad about realistically being positive. It's a mindset shift. Okay, so my challenge to you is Look in the mirror, look at what you're consuming, what you're digitally eating, right? Your digital diet, and think, is this serving me? Like, I'm realistically being negative, and somehow I'm supposed to expect the best outcome from dating. Take a step back and rehearse what your brain falls into. You're like, okay, cool. Half an hour watching this toxic content, complaining about men, complaining about women, leads me to these actions, leads me to not want to date, leads me to substance abuse, leads me to watching the wrong kind of movies, right? As a release, as a coping mechanism. When you could shift your brain and say, you know what? Let me be a useful member of society, like this crazy Puerto Rican is saying on YouTube. You'll get better results out of that. It's that easy. You get better results from being realistically positive. Okay, that might have sounded redundant, but sometimes you got to repeat things. There's going to be some of y'all that are still going to complain about this video, and that's okay. So if you enjoyed this kind of video, this kind of content, again, this is a video that hopefully can help both single men and women, those that are looking at dating or not dating. But again, if you enjoyed this, it's a passion project for me to shift the way that I'm presenting content. We'll still have content related to our events coming up, but this is Chris from Dating Doc. If you enjoyed this, please click like and subscribe. It really motivates me to do more of these videos. So this is Chris signing out. Take care.